Let's talk about a team up that's changing the game in cybersecurity. We've got a master detective on one side and an intelligent soldier on the other. Today, we're diving into the incredibly important and often confused partnership between data mining and artificial intelligence. You know, the whole battlefield of cybersecurity has completely shifted. We're not just looking for a needle in a haystack anymore. Nope, it's more like trying to find one specific malicious needle in an entire mountain range of other needles. The amount of data coming from network logs, user activity, you name it, it's just way too much for any human team to ever keep up with. And that's the core problem that sets the stage for our two key players. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll break down that core difference, detective versus soldier. Then we'll look at what AI really is. It's more diverse than you might think. We'll see how they work together in a defense pipeline, unpack their individual strengths and weaknesses, and finally bring it all home to show why this partnership is absolutely the future of cybersecurity. Okay, so it's really easy to lump the terms data mining and AI together, but in cybersecurity, that's a huge mistake. They play two very, very different roles, but they're both absolutely vital. So let's break down that core distinction right now. First up, data mining. The best way to think about it is as the detective. Its job is to sift through all the evidence, all of that mountain of data after the fact. It's a discovery process, right? It's looking for those hidden patterns, those weird connections, and those valuable clues that a person would just completely miss. It's all about one thing, finding knowledge. Now, if data mining is the detective combing the scene for clues, then artificial intelligence, well, that's the intelligent soldier on the front lines. See, AI isn't just about finding knowledge, it's about using that knowledge to reason, to learn, to adapt, and most importantly, to act. It's the part of the system that actually makes the call. And this table just makes that distinction crystal clear. Look at the goals. Data mining wants to extract knowledge. Its output is patterns, anomalies, things like that. AI's goal is to act on that knowledge. Its output is predictions, automated defenses. It really boils down to this: knowledge discovery versus knowledge application. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Data mining is about finding the knowledge, figuring out what happened. AI is about acting intelligently on that knowledge, answering the question, what are we going to do about it? Here's another analogy, and this one is brilliant. Think of data mining as a cartographer, someone who carefully studies the terrain to draw a super detailed map of the digital landscape, marking all the known dangers and the safe routes. But a map, by its nature, is static, right? Well, AI is the self-driving car that uses that map, but can also react in real time to a deer suddenly jumping into the road, a brand new threat that was never on the original map. So, we've got our soldier, AI. But here's the thing you have to understand. AI isn't just one single monolithic thing. It's way more like a constellation of highly specialized tools, and each one has a very unique job to do on the digital battlefield. You can really see that idea of a constellation here. At the center is the main concept of AI, but branching out from it are all the actual tools of the trade. Things like machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, you get the idea. Each one is its own powerful weapon in the cybersecurity arsenal. So how is this arsenal actually being used? Well, machine learning and deep learning are the real workhorses, constantly training themselves to spot new kinds of malware. Then you've got natural language processing, or NLP, which analyzes text to instantly flag a sketchy phishing email. Computer vision can even spot a fake fingerprint on a scanner. And evolutionary computation, that's a cool one. It helps our defenses constantly adapt and get better, basically creating stronger defenses in response to new attacks. Okay, so we've met the players, we know who the detective is, and we know who the soldier is. But how do they actually work together in the real world? Let's walk through the modern cybersecurity defense pipeline and see that journey from raw data all the way to intelligent action. So it all starts with ingestion, which is just a fancy way of saying collecting and cleaning up all that raw data. Then, in step 2, our detective gets to work. Data mining algorithms start hunting for those hidden patterns. Step 3 is the critical handoff. Our soldier AI takes that knowledge and turns it into action, automating a response, blocking a threat. And finally, in step 4, everything is visualized for the human analysts. And this is where something called explainable AI comes in, which is huge. It helps analysts understand why an AI flagged something, so they can actually trust the machine's judgment. Now, this whole pipeline works so well because data mining and AI complement each other perfectly. The truth is, on their own, neither one is a silver bullet. They really, really need each other. Just look at this comparison. Data mining strength is looking backwards. It's fantastic for forensics, for figuring out what happened. But its biggest limitation is that it's static. It really struggles with brand new zero-day attacks that no one has ever seen before. AI, on the other hand, is dynamic, it's predictive, it's great at making real-time decisions. But its weakness? It is so hungry for high-quality data, and it can actually be fooled by clever attacks designed specifically to trick it. So you can see how they perfectly cover for each other's weaknesses. And that brings us to our final section, which really ties this all together. The symbiotic relationship, it's not just a clever idea, it's the blueprint for the future of cybersecurity defense. It really all comes down to this symbiotic loop. The detective, data mining, discovers the knowledge, the clues, the fingerprints of an attack. It then hands that knowledge over to the soldier, AI, which applies it to defend the network in real time. And this creates this incredible feedback loop where the entire system just gets smarter and faster with every single threat it sees. And this leaves us with a fascinating and maybe a little bit unnerving question for the future. You see, this partnership creates a constant arms race. As our defenses get more automated, more intelligent, and more predictive, the attackers have no choice but to innovate too. So what does the next generation of offense look like when it has to figure out a way to beat this ultimate defensive team? Definitely something to think about.